Oh, right, okay. So I always forget how to use this as well. So you'll hear me at the end saying, "How do I close this meeting?" Because I do everything. So welcome to Cat and I's sales Zoomy. So Zooms are really easy. They're basically a group place where we can all chat. And what will happen is you'll notice at the minute I've got a yellow square around my face. That's because the microphone's concentrating on me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mute everybody. He says, there is a way I can do this. Oh, here we go. I'm going to see if I can mute everybody. If I can. Yeah, I can. And that way, if you have any background noise, it won't jump in. Okay. I'm not going to mute Cat though. I'm just going to mute everybody else, if that's all right. I pressed something. I don't know what I pressed. Gallery view. There we go. Okay, so I have muted everyone except for Kristen and Cat. Mute Kristen. Not that she's quiet anyway. Okay, so the way we're going to run this tonight is I'm going to start off with a book. Not like a book review, but kind of a recommendation for you that I think is amazing. Kat is going to cover parties, home and online. I'm going to jump in with a bit of information on events, and Kat will cover follow-up, and then we'll kind of both cover VIP groups. And then what we'll do at the end, we'll do a bit of a Q&A. So if you've got any questions, make sure you write them down on your notepad because you'll forget them. By the time we get to the end. Okay. Just and if you want to say something in between, wave your hand because I can see you all, so I'll unmute you if that's all right. Okay, this book is a must, right? So as there are two types of personal development, I think. There is self-development. So the kind of you are a badass type books, those that are working on yourself, making yourself feel better, making yourself a bit more resilient to when people say no, or a bit more resilient to the way people treat you, just in your general personal life. Then there is network marketing, personal development. And I think both are equally as important. What I tend to do personally is I read one self-development book and then one network marketing personal development book, and I alternate, and that way I think you kind of get in. I think Shell sometimes has two on the go and that's too confusing for me, but I alternate and do one, and then I'm kind of always working on learning my business, but I'm always working on myself as well, so I go like that. This is a working on your business book, and it's chuffing amazing. I read this on the plane on the way back from America. It's Big Al's latest release. So it's called, because I don't know if that's backwards to you, it's called Retail Sales for Network Marketers, How to Get Customers for Your MLM Business. Now, the reason why I like it, for one, is if you're not a big reader, firstly, it's kind of written in like a junior style writing with like really big spaces, and so there's not that much writing in it. But the other thing is that you can read it really quick because there's quite large chunks of it that you don't need to read, and that's because they cover examples for all different types of network marketing businesses. So for example, she says, now I can't find one. It covers things like tips on if you were selling utilities. Well, I don't need to read that because I'm not selling gas. Oh, there it is. Tips on selling nutritional products. Well, I'm not doing that. Hi, Bernice, coming on.
Hello.
I'm walking back from the bar.
Welcome from Cyprus.
I'm walking back from the bar in Cyprus.
You're amazing.
Looking nice.
Are you tipsy?
We're not drunk. We've only had about 20 cocktails.
Oh, brilliant.
Right, Bernie, no offence, but I'm going to mute you, love.
Hi and bye. Oh, how amazing is she? That's so good.
Drunk and antic. She looks fab as well.
From Cyprus.
It's so not fair. So you can see the bits that I've highlighted in reference to us, but that bit I didn't bother reading them. Now I'm going to run through very quickly. Probably my favourite 5 bits of this book. The reason why I highlight the bits is so that when I need a refresh, I don't have to read the old book. I just read the pink bits because they're the bits that I knew stood out to me. So that's my little tip. So my first sales tip out of this book is take the pressure off yourself. And I really like this because I think this really resonates to me. The first line of this chapter says, does selling make us feel a little bit weird? Now, if you're not a natural salesperson, then yes, it does. You know, I used to work in a bank and I left the bank because I hated selling. So if you're not naturally a salesperson, then you're going to feel a little bit weird by it. But what it recommends is that you stop looking at selling as a win-lose encounter. So when you're trying to sell somebody something, if they say no, you've lost. And then you feel down, and then you feel a bit sad, and you feel like your products are crap, or you're not doing it right, or you're not doing very well. It's not. It's not that cut and dry. And what it recommends is, or what it suggests is, the way that you change your mindset around it, the way you think about it, is actually our job is just to offer people another option, and that's it. We're just offering them an option. It's okay if they say no. Firstly, we're not going to die. But secondly, we have lots of options in our lives, and all we're doing is offering them another. They have an option to walk into Tesco's and buy a mascara. We're just offering them an alternative. So we're not pushing it on them. We're just offering them an option. That's all. And I really like that. I really like that kind of sense of, actually, you know what? It's not the end of the world. It's a little bit like when you're sponsoring as well. I think that whole, if you've not watched Heidi's Offering the Biscuit video, you need to watch it. But it's the same thing. It's the same principle. I might ask you to join today. I don't know that your dog just died this morning and that today is not the right day to be asking you. And that's the same principle for mascara. You know, do you want to buy a mascara? This mascara is brilliant. Yeah, but my mum's in hospital and she's really poor. Do you know what I mean? So today might not be the right day to ask you, but I might ask you in 7 days' time and you go, oh my God, I needed to go out and buy a mascara. Absolutely, get me one. It's exactly the same principle. The other thing is people already want what we sell. So this whole concept that I had somebody message me saying that her friends were saying their products were too expensive. But that's kind of not true, in that cars are expensive. And if people only wanted to ever buy the cheapest thing available, we'd all be driving around in Fiat 500s. Now, I don't know about you, and I hope nobody's got a Fiat 500, but I'm not driving around in a Fiat 500, right? I'm just not doing it. So I paid more for a car that I wanted. Why did I buy more for the car that I wanted? Was because it gave me something. It gave me value. In that, it makes me feel good to drive a nice car. Now, the difference is buying a cheap mascara is fine, but does it make you feel good? Does it do what you need it to do? Does it give you that feeling inside that makes you go? And actually, if we sell that feeling, then that if we're selling that feeling, then that's what people want to buy into. They don't give a shit about the mascara. They give a shit about whether it makes them feel good, or whether it's going to make them look good, or whether it's going to last all day, or whether it's going to make black marks all down the face. That's what they're buying into. The third bit, I'm not going through this book like all of it because you need to buy it. It's really important. The third bit that I really loved is about meeting new people. So somebody else, somebody who I asked to join today, messaged me back and said, everybody I work with, all men, and some of my friends already sell it. Right. Well, so do mine. When I joined, I ran a motorbike charity. 80% of my Facebook friends, literally, because we worked it out, I downloaded my Facebook list, and because I'm a geek, I put them all in a spreadsheet. 80% of my Facebook friends were male bikers. Now, I don't know about you, but most of the male bikers I know don't wear mascara. Sometimes they wear makeup, but not in the sense that they're going to buy it. So it's all about building your network and making friends with more people. And the more friends you have, the more likely you are to get sales. So this book, it gives you examples of how to meet more people as well. It even suggests that you borrow a dog and take it for a walk, which I like the sound of. The fourth bit is, which I'll read the bit that I highlighted in this. I give everyone a $5 off gift certificate. I tell them to give them away to everyone they know. When someone calls me to redeem their certificate, I know they want my products. Now, the reason why I'm highlighting that bit is because we need to get a bit smart about the conversations that we're having. And if we can have conversations with people that are interested in buying, then that's our job easier. So from this, I had these made. Now, what these are is, you see people get business cards made. I've sacked off the business cards just because I know what I do with business cards. They all end up in the bottom of my handbag and then they end up in the bin. What I've done, slightly different, is I've done a little postcard. These are off Vista print, so not mega expensive. And it just says, add me on Facebook for a 15% discount. Limited one per customer, not redeemable on the presenter kit because they're not allowed to do that. It's got my Facebook page, it's got my website, and then on the back it says, if I've given you this card, it's because I've enjoyed talking to you. I'd love you to find me on Facebook so we can stay connected. I am a very proud, unique presenter who helps women to look and feel great, both with our amazing products and support that helps to uplift, empower and validate women. I'm only going to give these cards to people who I've had a conversation with. That's the plan of these. But when they take it away, they're taking something of value. So they're more likely to look back at it rather than a business card that they're more likely to stick in the bottom of their handbag. That maybe like mine that ends up in the bottom of, in the bin a few months later. So this book has loads of ideas like that. Now from making this, bizarrely, Andy suggested something that I thought was really good, and I've got some other ones coming this week, which I'll show you when they come. I can take a picture of this if you like, and I'll post it in the group if that's helpful. But I've got another one coming that says, thank you for supporting me. If you add a friend, as soon as they buy something, or something along these lines, as soon as they buy something, you'll get £5 credit. I'm basically using my Y-Cash for this. So it's not costing me anything. I'm using my Y-Cash. Now, I understand when you first started, you've got to build that Y-Cash up first so you can do this. But believe you me, there will come a point where you have that much Y-Cash that you can't spend it. So like I've got nearly £400 at the minute in Y-Cash. I can't spend it because I've got everything. So it will come, that, I promise you, it will come. My last thing out of this book is, which I've kind of already covered, is the bit that says it's okay for people to say no. And I've kind of already gone through that, but it goes through all sorts. It goes through asking questions. It goes through how to market your products. And on that note, I'm just going to do this quickly before I pass over to Kat. So you all have your favourite products with you. I want you to write down, and you don't have to do it now, but write on your notebook so you remember to do it. Why is that your favourite product? Why is it your favourite product? Why do you love it, and how does it make you feel? And then what you're going to do, probably not after this, but maybe tomorrow, I want you to post something on your favourite product. What you're not going to do is go, this is a lip gloss, buy a lip gloss. I've got a lip gloss in my VIP group. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I absolutely adore this lip gloss. I have really dry lips, and wearing lip gloss makes my lips feel really soft all day long. That solves a problem for somebody. Somebody else like me who has really dry lips, I need that. I need it now because my lips are really dry too. You're not trying to sell it. You can't sell it to everybody. So you're targeting people. I'm targeting people right now who have dry lips. If you've got dry lips, don't buy Splash. Don't buy lip stain. Buy a lip gloss. Right? And I'm telling you how it makes me feel. It makes me feel great. It makes me feel great all day. It makes me feel confident. I often tell people that I wear red lipstick when I want to feel more confident. Loads of people have bought red lipstick off me because that's my favourite thing. If I'm going into a meeting, particularly with men, if you wear red lipstick, people will watch your lips. They will watch you as you speak because they can't look at anything else. You're instantly drawn to red lips. And that makes them take in a little bit more of what you're saying. So I tell people that all the time. I can see. I tell people that all the time. If someone says to me that they're going for an interview, I tell them to wear a light red lipstick. Not like but if you wear red lipstick, even if you're pretending, you're perceiving that you're really confident because only someone who's confident will wear red lipstick. So on that note, I want to see, I'm going to put this in the Diva group, this little challenge, and I want you all to post what your favourite product is, why and how it makes you feel. And that's going to help you think about how you're selling something, how you're putting it across to people. On that note, I'm going to shut up and Kat's going to come in. And I'm going to sit here really quiet. I'm going to mute myself, actually. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. So I wanted to talk to you about parties, really. Mainly home parties, but obviously the online parties are just as valuable as well. And I think it's just finding what your thing is, what you feel most confident with. I think us as a team have tended to find home parties and one-to-ones more our forte, I suppose. I know Anna and Bev have just done their first event today, which was actually, because they're both Sunderwell consultants as well, so they've used one of their venues and they put like they advertised it as like a coffee and makeup morning, so it wasn't named as a party. Sometimes people get a bit scared by that word party, don't they? So I know sometimes we're talking about like beauty bashes or lash bashes or whatever it is, but they were just made it really informal. It was a couple of hours because Anna's she's relatively new to Younique. Bev's been with the company since December, but it really is about getting makeup on people's faces. And I know Jane's just recently done a party and a launch party, which has just been amazing, and it's something that I would love to do more with my guys, because I've got all the kit now pretty much, so I'm quite happy to go along with people and use my kit and use me as an extra body if that's what's needed. But I think it's just looking for opportunities to get makeup on people's faces. It's absolutely key, because we know what it's like, don't we? And I know I sort of touched on it a little bit with my live that I did in the where did I do it? In the Diva chat, the Diva group yesterday. That's been probably the thing that has helped me in my business, is getting it on people's faces, and that comes with sponsoring and it obviously with PRS, because you can see an amazing lash product on a photograph or on a live video and you think, wow, I want to try it out, and you will get sales from that. But a lot of people want to try it out. They want to see how it feels. They want to see how they feel when they're wearing the products. They want to check the colours out and things like that. And I know sometimes there's a bit of a fear around that. We can sort of stop ourselves from asking people the questions, and we're frightened of the rejection normally is what it is. And I suppose linking into what Claire's just said about the no's that you could get, and that they're not saying no to you, they're just saying no, not right now, and really looking at that, because there are people that want to buy makeup. Most women wear some sort of makeup, even if it's a moisturizer. They will have that, and they will want that, and they will want to replace that, and it's just giving them value, and until they're able to sort of talk to somebody one-to-one, till they're sort of able to have that interaction with you and build up that relationship and that trust with you, like even with sharing your products, if you do that tomorrow of what you love about that product, if they know you and they trust you, they're going to say, oh wow, well that's really helped Claire get her moisturised lips, and that is what I want, and because I know Claire and I trust Claire, I'm going to then go and do that and have that product and order that product as well. So if you're not yet sort of up and running with parties of any sort, then obviously I would just say reach out and ask for some help with it, really. because it might be because you've got stoppers with it. I mean, some people I've noticed have just completely run with it. I know when me and Bev was sort of doing them, we wanted to do them together and things like that, because we just wanted that extra bit of support, you know, just having someone on there. But I think it's just asking the question in last week or so, and some people just said, and I've said, you know, what are the stoppers? What is it you're worried about? And they've said, well, do you know what, it is confidence, and I'm afraid to ask for help. But just ask, you know, just ask and just say, I don't feel confident putting my parties across. I don't feel confident even putting a visual together. What is it? Because I mean, I've just done a live today actually on my profile, just mentioning beauty bashes, because I have been putting visuals on my VIP group and stuff and not getting much of a response. I've got a couple of ladies that I know I'm going to book in within the next month, but obviously I'm on a bit of a mission with PRS and all that kind of stuff this month, going for green, so I'm kind of sort of thinking I need to, you know, get some more booked in. There is an amazing person on Facebook called, there's like a Younique presenter called Joanne Glover, who I'm a bit obsessed with. And she has done a live somewhere. I need to find it. It's in one of the groups, but she talks about home parties, and she actually does about 4,000 PRS a month. She's got her own kit, a separate kit that she's got just for parties, and that's how she bases her whole business around. And like people like Violet Blaze, who are just amazing, like she's got Beauty by Blaze, and she goes and does one-to-ones, and that's how she gets her PRS, because that's how she feels most confident. Some people will go and feel more confident doing online parties, and they'll feel really great with that. I'm not as confident with that, and I've not, you know, I've done sort of lipstick bashes and stuff like that in my VIP group, but I feel that my confidence is more with one-to-ones, going, you know, sitting in a coffee shop with someone, or going around to the house or whatever. And I've, you know, I've spent quite a lot of time with some people, and some people have bought loads of stuff and are really good customers, and then I've got some people that actually haven't really bought anything. But it's not just about PRS with parties either. It's massively about networking. So there isn't really such thing as an unsuccessful party, because if you're not making a sale, you'll have still built sort of a relationship with somebody, and then it'll help you network. So they will then tell their friend that they came to a party. What's that? Green. Like what she put on her head. So funny. So, you know, it's knowing it's about it's not failing if you don't get loads of sales from every single party. I think on Joanne's, we'll have to find this live and try and tag us all in it. But I think what she said was that, you know, she'll do like a certain number of parties a month, and there may be a good couple of parties that she doesn't get any sales from at all. And even people that do it online parties, they might do 10 online parties in a month, and they might only have 4 that they get sales from. And I had last month, particularly last month, not as much this month, but I was doing mascara lives on people's profiles and stuff, and there were ones that I didn't get anything from at all. But then I have been able to go back to some of them and then have a conversation with that person about being on their page and chat with them about makeup, and then they bought something off the back of it. It's just about conversations. I know I'm going back into what I said yesterday, but it's just about having that chat. I was having a chat with one of my team today, and she was getting a bit fed up with not getting many sales at the minute, and she's like, I'm doing all the stuff, I'm putting pictures on my VIP group, and I'm putting stuff on my profile, I'm taking selfies, I've done lives and stuff, and it's not happening. And I said, but are you doing the conversations as well? Are you doing everything? And she's like, well, no, I'm not doing that bit. And it's like the missing link. And once you feel more confident having those conversations, people will book parties with you. They just naturally will. If you're a sticker visual on Facebook type of person and that's all you're doing, people are not going to naturally come to you necessarily for parties. And when you approach them, they're probably not going to feel like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it straight away, because if you're not a naturally conversational sort of person, and you're not having that interaction with them as well, I think you'll find it more difficult. That's what I found anyway. Online parties, I'm not a massive expert on, so I don't know if Clare can sort of say more about that.
I would say with online parties, I've had a few people join off online parties, and they've been online parties that have done nothing. Like nobody has spoken to me, nobody has interacted. I've just posted and posted and posted, and then all of a sudden someone will send you a random message and say, so what about this kit then? And that happened to me. Hayley on my team joined. She was from a party that I did for one of the mums at school, who then someone from that party who I made friends with asked me 3 months later, can I have a party because I want some free stuff. There was very little interaction, in fact no interaction in that party, but then Hayley contacted me like literally on the last day of the party and said, can I let me just mute Sharon, can I buy the kit? So it does and she's been a consistent buyer. She's a kidnapper, but she's been a consistent buyer ever since. So it does work. I would say the thing is with online parties, probably more so, and this actually kind of flows into the events bit next, is again taking that pressure off. The reason why, I don't know if you all jumped onto the Flourish thing, and I don't know if you've all started promoting that yet. The reason why we came up with the concept of Flourishers is because when we were in New Orleans, firstly, we talked about how my kind of gripe is we say to people, you're not partying for the PRS, you're partying for making friends. But we're putting on makeup pictures. So we kind of are really trying to sell them makeup. And the idea of the Flourishers is firstly to promote the mission, which is really, really important. And secondly, to actually make friends without that feeling that you have to try and sell them something. Because even though it doesn't matter if your party doesn't make anything, it doesn't matter if you don't make any sales from that party, I still get that kind of little bit of a feeling with it. And then you do have to do a lot of personal development to pick yourself back up. So you have to be constantly on that to pick yourself back up. Whereas with the Flourishers, as long as somebody sees that content, you're doing a good thing. And you can make friends from that. You can legitimately add those people as your friend because they've been invited into that group. They know you're a friend of a friend. They know you're not some crazy psycho woman. And that's okay. And that's the reason why we developed the Flourishers. So if you feel less confident about the selling and more confident about or you feel like your sales network has dried up, or you've only got a very limited sales network, what you want to do is the more friends you add, the bigger this gets. And if you do that by doing an online flourish, brilliant. The alternative to that, I went to a Rockstar event planning training while we were in America, and they were brilliant. And I've always sort of I used to do a lot of events with my day job. And I'm probably, after 13 years of doing full-on events all the time, I'm a bit event drained because they're quite hard work. But I've completely changed my mindset on this now, and I'm going to start actively looking for them, because what they recommended was, again, the same as online parties. Don't go to an event, and I'm talking church fairs, school fairs, that kind of event, that kind of not even just them, actually. Ladies networking events. I know Lisa goes to Redfern, and there's all sorts of networking events. They're usually like crazy early breakfast morning events in Stockport for some bizarre reason. But there's lots of different. The ladies knitting club. It doesn't matter as long as you're going meeting new people. Now, what they talk about is what you want to do from those events is you want to get their details. You're going there to collect data. And Kat and I had a chat about this yesterday about kind of Slimming World. It works on the same basis. You go in to collect friends. That's what you're going for. I've ordered some cards. When they come this week, I will post pictures in the group of all the cards I've ordered. So the other ones I've ordered, so I've got these. I've got the ones coming that are like an introduce a friend type cards. And the third one is, I can't remember what it says exactly, but it's join, add me on Facebook to be added into a free raffle. So we're not allowed to do paid raffles, right? We're not allowed to do paid raffles because we don't have gambling licenses. But you can do a giveaway. So what I'm going to do is, my plan is go to an event with a little pamper bit of goodies, something that's not costing me a lot, lip gloss, mascara, probably something like that, in a nice little gift pack. Fill in this card, so you will write on the back of the card your name, your Facebook name, your mobile number, just in case you get it wrong and I have to text you. And then there's 4 little tick boxes, and it says, I am interested in buying products, hosting an online party, hosting a home party, or joining the team. So, and all I want them to do is write their Facebook page on, and it's a 2-step process. They've got to add me on Facebook, and then they've got to fill in the card. They'll all get put into the thing, and then at the end of the day, you pick one out, somebody wins. Yay! You shout about it on Facebook, but all you're trying to do is add more friends. Now, the good thing with that is these are people that are not on your Facebook. So you're looking at people who are like far and wide, who might live near you, but they're not currently your circle. And as soon as you get one person that's out of your circle and you do a party for that person, all of a sudden you've got access to 5 more people, or 10 more people, or 20 more people, or 50 more people. Let me just mute you, Bernie. 1 sec. Right, there you go. So, and it does give some. It says how you can find these sort of events. Get on Google, get on Facebook, get your local paper. Your local council sometimes has them, although ours ain't that great for it. But then before you book, speak to the organiser. Ask them questions. Where will my stand be? How big? Do I need to bring my own table? Because some of them, believe you me, don't give you a table. I have learnt that lesson. How are you marketing the event? There's no point. Some of them will give you a free stand. Others will charge you. And if they're going to say you have to pay 20 quid for a stand, I want to know I'm in a good spot. And I want to know that you're marketing it well. I want to know that you're putting it out on Facebook and you've got posters all over the area and you've got a group working on it. I'm not just going to pay 20 quid for an event that no one's going to turn up to. I'm looking into this. I haven't got one yet, but I have mega data on my phone. But look at potentially getting a PayPal reader, or what was that one you suggested?
We have iZettle machines which you can get online. It's IZETTLE, and if you pay, I think it's about £24, you can get a contactless reader, but you don't have a monthly fee. So anybody that's on the team that's a Sunwell consultant, we've all got them because we use them for our groups. But it's really, really handy for events because sometimes people just don't carry cash with them. And it's just that easy, and you literally just do a small percentage on any sale that you make, and you don't have fees and all that kind of stuff. It's just as you use it, it's really good.
So you can look at stuff like that. The other thing that they suggested was printing yourself out a lookbook. Now, I've just started using this. If you go on your Younique website, let me see where it takes you to. We are so close to the next 1,000 mark. Ridiculous. Every time I look at it, I'm like, ugh.
I've got an order to put in tonight. It might be me.
You might win mine.
Can I win?
Yeah.
I know. Woohoo!
Awesome. So if you go on your website, and you can't find it now because that would be too obvious. Wear it. Yeah, if you go under wear it and my lookbook, or upload look, or browse looks, there are a shed load of presenters there that have all got looks on the website. If you click on that look, you can click buy and it will put everything in that look into your basket. So what I did the other day, I love the fact that Charlotte's got a massive glass of something.
What's she got?
I don't know, but it looked good.
Wow.
It looked like wine.
Good on you.
So what I did the other day, instead of just posting my selfie on Facebook, I posted it into my lookbook on my Younique website. I then tagged all the products that I use, although I think I probably tagged too many, to be honest. And then I shared that into my VIP group and said, get the look. Click on this link to get the look.
Mm.
So my face mask one, I'm going to put that on later and do it because I did the face mask with all 3 on. I'm going to put that on later and get the look. If you want this face mask, all you've got to do is click this one button and it'll take you direct to my website. You can buy it. Now, the other thing you can do for events where you're going out is you could print them looks off. And you could, because there's loads of eyeshadow looks. I'm not the best makeup person in the world. I mean, I'm not even wearing any right now. But there are women on there that do amazing makeup. You could have a folder just with those printed out that people can look through. And they could say, oh, what colour's that? Oh, that's eyeshadow palette 5. Oh, I want that one. So there's lots of different things you can do around that. The other thing they suggest, which I did this on my profile last night, I don't know if you saw, but I was having a giddy moment clearly yesterday, is to go with one eye done. So just put mascara on one eye. So I did this yesterday, and I was doing all happy eye, sad eye, happy eye, sad eye. And I've had quite a few messages about it, largely saying, "Are you okay?" Other little tips are, don't stand behind your table. It's the worst place you can stand. And I know this of old. If you stand behind the table, it's a barrier. So if you're ever having a conversation with someone that you really want to get out of, if a salesman ever comes to your house, this is a great tip. Stand up at the table and put your hands down like that. And you can't see me, but put your hands on the table like that. It gives you such an unapproachable stance that people won't come near you. So if you want to do a table that you don't want anyone to come near you, stand up behind the table, put your hands on the table, because people won't come near you. However, if you want people to come near you, stand at the front of the table or at the side of the table. Have the cards in your hand that says, "Give me your details," and say to people, "Hi, you all right? I've got a little raffle going on today. Do you want one of these? You can fill it in. You can always pop it back after you've had a walk round." You just open a conversation, smile at them, say hello. Don't do it from behind the table. That's not what you want to do. There are loads and loads and loads of tips like this on YouTube. In the groups, there's loads in, if you go in Slap Addicts, there's been loads of training videos like this. All different people have got all different ideas. If you just YouTube online Younique parties, a shed load of training videos will come up. Personally, what I do is I watch them and then I take out the bits that I like and the rest of it I just leave. If you go into your university, so if you don't know how to do that, go onto your website under My Office and then click on university. There are a shed load of training videos on there. If you go on to basic success and advanced success, there are party training. I'm rocking your business. There are party training videos in there. You can learn a shed load. Take out of it what you want. Take out what me and Kat are telling you. Take out the bits that you want and bin the rest. That's absolutely fine. Kat, are you doing follow-up or have you kind of already just covered that?
Yeah, the only thing I wanted to add really about that, because I mean, I think what I would say is go and watch my live that I did yesterday, because that's what it's all about completely. Me and Clare were having a chat as well. The Splurge launches tomorrow, doesn't it? The new Splurge. So for me, linking that into follow-up, I'm going to go back to anybody that's bought an eye product from me tomorrow. And if they bought something from me recently, like some of my mascara customers, I'm going to do another little bit of a follow-up and say, "Oh, how's it going?" And you know, talk to them about the mascara. But also I'm just going to big it up and say, "Look, this is our new Splurge. It's a gorgeous colour. It's dead on trend. It's launching today. Do you want me to pop you one in?" You know, just a little short message. I'll probably do it on voice notes, to be honest. I'm just going to go to people individually because I'm just determined that I'm going to get some splurges out there, because I've not always been great with splurges. I got a bit giddy about the new one that we've just had, the Unapologetic, because it's just stunning, isn't it? But yeah, I'd really love to get that out tomorrow. So that's just more follow-up. That's just having conversations again. It's messaging people. Voice notes I find are really good. I use it a lot with my other job as well, because they hear your voice, they hear the tone in your voice as well, they hear the excitement in your voice. So it's almost like you're having a conversation with them that they don't have to reply to, obviously, but they can hear your excitement and what you're saying. So that's what I'm going to do as a follow-up thing for tomorrow.
Add to that is upselling. So if somebody is buying a face mask off me, this is the detoxifying one, the black one, they need a brush. And I use the foundation brush because I find it really easy to get on. The reason why they need a brush is because the second you put this on with your fingers, it starts activating on your fingers and not on your face. So you need you use way less more. That's a double negative in it. You use less more. You use less if you use a chopping brush, right? Can't do it. use less if you use a brush, because I used to do beauty a long time ago. You would never ever put a face mask on with your fingers. You would always use a brush, and you use less because you're not, you've got no control over your fingers. If you're buying the new one, the exfoliating one, now to be fair, I've been using a wooden spatula, but I've got the new one on order, the spatula one for putting this on. You're gonna need it because you can't put this on with a brush. It's quite thick, so you really need a spatula just to get it out. So, you know, if you're buying a lip gloss, you really need a lip pencil. You really need a lip pencil because lip gloss is transferable. It's going to come off. It's not like your lip stain or your splash. It's going to come off, you know, fairly quickly because lip gloss is lip gloss. What I do with this is I put punchy lip gloss on underneath, and it doesn't matter if that comes off because I've still got my pink colour on underneath. So, you know, it's that kind of, oh, do you want me to drop you one of them in as well while I'm at it? Oh, yeah, please. So with the Kudos, for example, someone said to me, I really want the splash, the lipstick. Could I buy that separately? And I said, oh, no, you can't really. It's part of a bundle. What I can do is I can go out to my group and ask people if anybody wants to split one bundle. And she went, oh, yeah, if you don't mind. So I said, yeah, leave it with me for today. I've just got some stuff going on. And within 20 minutes, she messaged me back saying, do you know what? It's for a good cause. Just buy me the box. So you're kind of just dropping the seeds, really, I think. I'm a big fan of seed dropping. You know, if you've done a face mask, really, when you're putting a face mask on, you should wash your face properly before. You want to wash your face. So, you know, have you got a decent cleanser? Because your face mask is going to work much better if you cleanse your face before. You want to tone it afterwards. It's them kind of conversations. Believe you me, a lot of people do not know that you should be washing your face, putting on rose water, then putting moisturiser. A lot of people still don't get that. So, you know, we need to be having those conversations. We're not, it doesn't matter if they say no. If they say, oh, no, I don't want rose water, or oh, no, I don't need a cleanser, that's all right, not a problem. That's fine. But they might say yes. And they might say yes because they just didn't know. So that's, yeah. So lastly, because I have no idea what time it is. What time is it? 9:15. Oh, wow, we're doing well. 45 minutes. Wow. VIP groups. So I'm guessing we've all got them. Yes, Claire. I'm guessing we've all got them. Don't be surprised if you don't get much interaction in your VIP groups. Heidi has talked about this a lot. It was something when I first joined that I was kind of obsessed with, and I was a bit sad that all these people who I asked, do you mind being in my group? And they said yes, didn't then talk to me. But you know what? It's all right. I've had someone message me this week who's looking at joining. I asked her to join a year ago. Let me just mute Cat while she's walking. Sounds like a ghost. I added to my VIP group a year ago when I first joined, and I said to her, oh, I think you should join, you'd be brilliant at this. And she was like, I'm too busy, I've got too much on, can't do it, don't wear makeup. This week, I did a live in my VIP group. I did a Get Ready With Me, and I'd not even got to work. She'd sent me a message saying, really considering joining your team. So they are watching, even though they're not talking to you. It's all right. I'm getting a bit awesome. I post in my VIP group every day, every single day, without fail. If I do nothing else, if you don't see me active on my profile, I can guarantee you I've posted in my VIP group. And I post extra stuff in my VIP group. So I don't just post about makeup. I post, if I've watched a video as part of my personal development, if I've watched a video on YouTube about personal development, so remember I've got the two, if I've watched something about personal development, about growing myself, and I think it's good, I share it in that group. Because if you feel like you've not got a lot of confidence, I guarantee you most of the people that are in your VIP groups will be feeling the same. Guarantee it. And it's good to give them something else. And it might not be that, you know, you might not feel like you want to share stuff like that, but you might have a passion that they know you for. Share that passion in that group, because they want to get to know you. They want to get to trust you and build a relationship with you. So you don't just have to use your VIP group for posting pictures about, you know, face masks. Let me undo Catkin. Would you agree, Kat?
Yeah, I think these flourishes have really made me think about value, adding value, and because I didn't want to get into a point where my VIP group would just felt a little bit spammy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So just, I mean, I do lives in there quite regularly and stuff like that, and pictures and things like that. And I try to keep them mainly me. I try to customise them if they're other people's, but I think people can quite easily switch off. So you've got to add value. So I think the confidence thing for me, because I'm really into you know, motivational videos and stuff like that. I'm really on my personal development stuff now, and it really does make a difference how you're feeling and stuff like that. So I think that's sort of encouraged me now to do more like that.
And the thing is, we can all share that in our group or in our chats and say, I'm just sharing this video in my VIP group. Personally, I think you don't all want to be in each other's VIP groups. So I don't have, the only presenters I've got in my VIP group are Michelle, because she's my other admin. If you don't have another admin on your VIP group, put one on, because if you ever go into Facebook jail, they can at least post in to say, Claire won't be around for a day or two because she's in Facebook jail. I've never been in Facebook jail yet, such wood, but Michelle has. And I went into her group and said, everybody, Michelle's in Facebook jail. Don't worry, I'm here. If you need something, you can contact me and I'll get a message to her. And don't worry, we'll still keep sharing stuff. Do that with somebody. It doesn't have to be your upline. It can be your sideline. It can be downline. It can be your best friend's brother. It don't matter, but have somebody in there that can get in there if they need to. One of the things that I do in there is I try to give my VIP group something that I don't give on my profile. So I tend to do, if I'm doing a tip, so if I'm like, oh, I've watched something on Facebook. I watched something really good on Facebook the other day on a makeup tip. I can't remember what it was. Oh, contouring, about not going down in a line, about going down in a line and coming up like that. So you kind of, you know, that rosy bit. You're going round the rosy bit. I've not shared that on my profile, but my VIPs know about it because I'm giving them something extra, just slightly extra. I'm, you know, or actually the new dip and, you know, whatever. This is, I found out how to do a wing when you've got hooded eyes like me. That's what I do in my VIP groups, because they want to be, and then you can say on your profile, just on tips in the VIP group on how to do a wing. If you want to be in it, let me know. So don't always give everything to your profile. Keep some of it special, is my thing. I'm going to unmute everybody slowly, very slowly, because I don't know how to do it all together. I think that's everyone. Has anyone got any questions or any breakthrough tips or anything else that they'd like to share? And then there's silence. Have we baffled you all?
I would say on parties, which I didn't think I'd be successful at, don't be scared to ask people, because I've had really good successful parties from people who I would never have thought wear makeup, and literally people from church that do not wear makeup. And I had a group of 12 girls round and I got 500 PRS. Amazing. And these are what I would call non-makeup wearers, so don't underestimate.
Yeah, no, it's always the quiet ones, as they say.
Bernie, how did you get your parties up and running? What did you do? What did you say? How did you get them up and come?
Funnily enough, we were out at a Catholic event, and somebody commented on my eyelashes and said, oh, we should have a get together with makeup. So that told everyone texted everyone, emailed everyone, and then they all just came round to my house for what we call Catenians do, which is the Catholic Men's Club. I said I would do a raffle for the Catholic Men's Club. So I just raffled off one. I had a detoxifying mask. I raffled that off to the charity. But then people came. I asked one of my friends who came, who invited herself kind of thing, because I put it on Facebook as well. She'd be my model. And then once I modelled on her, people were like, oh, can you try it on me? And these were like, it sounds awful, but 60, 70 plus age women that don't wear makeup saying, can you put that on me? Because she's young, she's 50, let me see what it's like on her. I put it on them, and they were like, oh, that really makes my eyes look really different. Oh, what's that foundation that you've used? And I let them play with the makeup. And it's like Kat was saying before, getting makeup on faces, because these are women that don't wear makeup. I did another party, and so on that party, I've been booked for a bride's makeup, mother of the bride, bridesmaid, and the second party, I've now been booked for 2 50th birthday parties to do their makeup. And I'm not a makeup artist, but they liked what I did with the makeup. So that's really surprised me, but it was really worked. So.
Oopsie daisy. I also have this, which a lot of you will recognise. So yeah. I have in here, which I can't now get back. I have it's basically a replica of the kit. So it's basically the starter kit. That is my Pampalone pack. So I say to my VIP, you can only borrow it if you're in my VIPs. I have a pack that you can take home for 2 days, and you can play with the makeup to your heart's content. You know, you can do me a review on it. Some people don't want to do reviews because they're a bit shy. That's okay. But the thing is, when they say, oh my God, I love that, I can say, which bits did you like? I really love the palette, and I really love the mascara. Well, you should think about joining, because you get all that in the kit. And then you can start having that conversation, because they've already had everything. So I use that as a Pampalone pack. I know Leanne, who's flying back from a holiday, otherwise she'd have been here. She does a few different bundles, or she used to, a few different bundles. So she had a skincare one, one with mascara and one with the fake tanning and stuff like that. So you can say to people which ones you want. It's totally up to you. I know Kristen has one, and she's had some success with that. Shell has some, she's had success with it. I basically used Ycash to buy all of that. I haven't really paid for it, which means I'm a little bit less. I'm a little bit like, if you're going to use my stuff, please can you keep it clean? Please can you not get marks on the side, because I don't like it. So
what do you do about mascara, Claire? Because Bev's got one. Bev's got a beauty box that she lends out, and she's had some success with it. But what do you do with mascara? You know, like for eye infections and stuff like that, what would you do with mascara with that?
I have mascara wands, throwaway disposable mascara wands in there.
Because I know mascara only works because of the wand, doesn't it?
Yeah, the 3D fibre lash, to be honest, they don't really, well, they tend not to really bother using it. I have an alcoholic alcohol spray, which if you ever have your nails done, they spray your nails.
Oh yeah.
Alcohol spray disinfects everything, so I just spray everything when I get it back. Every time I get it back, everything is alcohol spray. Follow up with a rose.
I bought those disposable lip gloss pens and mascara ones for using at parties, so they could all try the mascara, the lip gloss, the lip splurges, the disposable ones. So I had a pot of those on the party so they could try them without having to use the same one.
I have these wooden sticks to get out little bits of product. So if they're using eyeshadow, what you can do, instead of using a brush, although to be honest, I've got a brush cleaner, so it doesn't really matter to me, but you can use a stick, and you just basically rub it over so you get the powder, and you just pull the powder onto the back of the hand, and then they can use it off the back of the hand. Same with these, you can use a stick, dip it in once, put it on, bin the stick, dip it in once, put it on, then you're never putting it back into the pot. Has that been helpful? Has anyone got any questions? Like, you can ask us questions in the chat after, because I'll be around for a bit yet anyway. I'm not going to bed for a bit.
Yes, definitely.
I'm going to do my mask. It is looking really thick.
I missed the beginning bit. What book was it? What book was it?
Sorry, Bernie, cut off.
I missed the beginning bit. What was the book that you were referring to about in the beginning? All right. Fab.
Retail Sales for Network Marketers by Big Al.
Fab.
I think it was a tenner. I think it's $9.99 on Amazon at the minute. Although I'm not sure if Chloe said if you've got a Kindle, I think it's about £4 a Kindle.
Yeah. It was free, if you do the Kindle, the free trial, you can get it free if you want to do the trial, and you can cancel it.
Kindle Unlimited, so.
I used to buy books on a Kindle, but I've started buying the hard copies now so that I can colour them in. But that's fine. They're enormous.
I get that.
If that's all right with everyone, I'll stop recording